What are these operators? In this video, we're going to talk about all of these operators and why they are called augmented assignment operators. And we are going to see some examples of them. So please just stay tuned. So first of all, suppose that I have defined a variable named x, and suppose that I want to say, okay, x plus 2, and after that, I want to store the results of this in the variable x. I want to update the x variable. So now if I print the x variable and if I run a code, as you can see, the result is 7. But we can type this whole line in another way. For doing so, we can simply type x plus equal and 2. And it means that we want to say x plus 2. And after that, we're going to store the result in the x variable itself. Actually, we're going to update that variable. So these two lines do the same thing. So we can delete this line. And now if I run the code, you can see we get the same result. So as I've told you, this line is equivalent to this line. But also we can define this for other things as well. For example, here, if I type minus, it means it is equivalent to this one. It means x minus 2. And after that, we're going to store the result in the x variable itself. And if I run a code, you can see here's the result. And we can do this for other operators as well. So for example, this is the multiplication operator. So this line is equivalent to this line. And also you can use for the division operator. So this line is equivalent to this line. And also we can use that for the power operator. So this line is equivalent to this line. And also we can use that for floor division. So this line is equivalent to this line. And for example, this one, the modulo operator. So this is the modulo operator. So this one is equivalent to this line. And also you should remember that all of these operators that we have talked about are called augmented assignment operators. And maybe you ask why? Why are they called augmented assignment operators? Because first of all, we have assignment. As you can see here, after this addition, we are storing the result. We are assigning the result into a variable. For example, here named x. So actually, we are updating the x variable. So here we have, as you can see, we have an assignment operator. We are storing the result. We are assigning the result into the variable. And also, aside from this assignment operator, we are doing some other stuff. We are augmenting this assignment with some other tasks. For example, here we are adding 2 to the x variable, and after that we are assigning that to the x variable. So that's why it is called augmented assignment operators. It means that a kind of assignment operator which you augment some other stuff to it, which you augment some other mathematical things to it, some operations to it, and after that, you store the result, you assign the result into the variable. So that's why it is called augmented assignment operator. But now let's see a practical example of this. So as you can see here, we have defined a variable named x, which is a list. And suppose that we want to calculate the summation of the values inside this list. We know that in Python there is a function named sum, which we can use in order to calculate the summation of x. So if I print that, you can see here's the result, which is 10. But suppose that we want to do it manually and we want to code it manually. So for doing so, first of all, I define a variable, for example, named s, and sum. So at first we initialize that with 0, and then we want to have a for loop. So I simply say, okay, for every value in x, I want to say the s variable, our sum, we want to add the value to our sum variable. And after that, we want to update our sum variable, our s variable. But instead of this, I can simply type something like this. I can simply type s plus equal value. It means that s plus value, and after that, we're going to store the result. We're going to assign the result into the s variable itself. We are updating the S variable. So now if I print the S variable and if I run the code, you can see the result is 10, which is correct. And this is the summation of this list. This was one of the videos of a step-by-step tutorial playlist of Python. You can find the link to that playlist in the description below. And also we have other playlists for other topics, which you can find them on the channel page.